Now, what Kai doesn't know is we've replaced the propellers with razor blades. So if he makes any mistakes, it's going to get bloody. Happy Halloween. Walksnail, which is, by the way, the dumbest name for a goggle company or a transmission company ever. It's like a snail walking. Snails don't even have legs. I could understand ooze snail
Whoa. I beg to differ. I have snails with legs.
You do? Okay.
In my aquarium, you not.
You have snail. All right. I want to see a picture of these snails with legs.
I about freaked out when I saw it the first time.
So these are truly walk snails. They can walk.
Apparently they do whatever they want to do.
Well, this walk snail can fly. And so Kai's got the goggles. We're going to try something that's never been done before. We are going to live stream the video from this little guy right here, flying live in the studio. Here we go, people. First time live feed of the walk snail, the snail that walks. So let's just hope those razor blades are okay. Yep. There goes Kai. Yes, he's doing it. He's bouncing. And what I really, really like about this is how clear the signal is even when you go down the hall. Because I've flown analog in here before, like little tiny whoops from Emacs, and they just don't have the same clarity once you go past a couple of walls as this thing does. So this Walksnail is pretty cool. Kind of get a look at what's going on back here. We have yellow filters in all our lights, and there's Chris back there. He's gonna go see if he can go over to Chris's station with all the switching equipment. There's our cables. Got lots of cables. This is a proper studio here, folks. Don't believe otherwise. There's our backdrop. See, you thought that was some sort of fancy backdrop. It's just a big blanket. That's all it is. It's my giant whoopee. And here it comes, right over my head. Look at that. I'm just so impressed that this actually works, because I feel like now if we put this in a bigger quad, we could actually fly it right out the door and flip it around in the back there in the alley. Nice job, Kai. Who in the chat ever played with Shrinky Dinks? I can't say that without these two giggling in here every time I say Shrinky Dinks. But who played with their Shrinky Dinks when they were little? Because I used to play with Shrinky Dinks all the time. They're these little hard things, and they're kind of like, you put them in the oven and they get smaller, and then they get harder, and then you make keychains and stuff out of them, stuff like that. Anybody, come on, somebody, Chris Hope, I know you must have had some Shrinky Dinks when you were little. Come on, maybe you still do. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Come on, do I need to refresh this page? What's going on? Shrinky Dinks. One Vision Aerial, yes! Dustin had the Shrinky Dinks. Okay, so I've got a millennial and a foreigner here with me, so they don't know what. Eat more possum, yes! Back when they had Shrinky Dinks, that's what TV looked like. That's what we called it back then. Shrinky Dinks and TV. Put it in the oven and it would get small and hard. Kind of the reverse of.
So back then you had to stick them in the oven to shrink them, and now they just do it by themselves.
Now it's like you just have an app on your phone and you push a button and it turns into this.
There's a Viagra app?
Our first, that's Vimeo, not Viagra. The first winner